Observe you with a satellite view. Heard the cattle these parasites food. Worshipping the gods of all conquerors. That's a blinded acolyte view. Methods are spineless, remain reminded. They drink blood and sacrifice you. It's so misguided. Laws are provided to benefit the chosen few. So we rise above, extinguish fear when we generate love. A single candle lights up the darkness. That is the power that you will harness. Extinguish targets, light them up, lift them down. Carpet and beef, sprinkling garnish. Word, power and sound. I don't care if my rep gets tarnished. I spit this till I'm dead in the ground. When they pollute your mind with garbage, do one thing, yo, hold it down. Rise above, Oma beats, rise above. MC double L, rise above. Extinguish fear when we generate. We rise above. MC double L, rise above. Oma beats, rise above and extinguish fear when we generate love. Look at the limited edition rise above Oma beats earphones. Oma beats is going to join me in the hot seat in a second now. Right, Master Lee, get on station. We're going to go whole rabbit. We're going to talk about schwabbing the whole universe together. This is the last one, Oma. No more mixes. It's 12:30. I was trying to stop at midnight. Right, still got 200 people tuned in. Yes. Okay. Right. So we're back. We're here. We're all good. It's Rise Above. You know the goddamn score.
You have stolen my childhood.
I'm feared in every girls' school in this country.
I'm one of the lucky ones. Right here, right now, is where we draw the line.
Right, welcome back, Inner Guardians, Master Lee, Sensei, salutations, and all the rest. Oma Queef Master is coming over to me. Let me sort these.
I'd like to say big up Matt on the guitar on the second from last tune, and thanks to Steve for breaking the needle.
Oh, Steve breaking the needle, did he? Right, okay. So, Inner Guardians, welcome back.
Salutations. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely. Just hold the line a sec. Oma, can you get me a gin and tonic can out the fridge? Hopefully he heard that. And he's left the flashing music, flashing lights there again. Whoa, I need to calm down. I really got in the zone there. I was really enjoying that one.
Can you get me a gin and tonic, please?
I didn't actually even see you have a drink at my wedding. Did you have a drink or two?
I had some champagne, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
just one or two. Sorry, I'm just making sure.
I had 3 sips.
3 sips. I'm just making sure we're sounding good here because we had a few audio issues tonight. Some sort of weird buzzing attack. So yes, really interesting what Jacob of Frame brought to the mix, and I'm kind of glad to have someone on that was still believing in the physical world. It's nice to mix it up a little bit, right, Lee?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's evidence for every theory, as they say, and it's good to share these theories as well.
Yeah, because I guess obviously, we are sort of Vagimites around here. We go on about God Vag a lot. You and me, especially in our midweek chats, have gone completely out of the physical realm. So we could maybe be accused or pigeonholed of sort of being, one thing rather than another. And we're not on Rise Above. We like to bring everything to the table. So for that reason, it was great to have Solar Wolf or Jacob's input there into, extra. Basically, he was talking about extraterrestrial craft. He was talking about sort of the normosphere description of what the sun is, but crafts coming out of it. But it was really interesting that he still thought NASA was bullshit. So yeah, it's nice to have that extra input.
Yeah. Well,
right.
At the end of the day, ultimately it's all about collapsing the triad. So we build the triad and then we collapse it back into the one. So, or you could say the collapse of the trivium, the what, the why, and the how. So as an example, you could say these platforms are about researching and bringing forward the what, which is the knowledge. Yeah, so it's information, data. And then we get to the stage where we start needing to know the why, which would be the more sort of scientific-based understanding or understanding. And then ultimately it comes to the how, which is via the wisdom of the two. And then we start to go more into the spiritual side of things. So you're actually combining, in essence, knowledge, which could be it could be religious knowledge as well. You could include that. You mix it with the understanding of the science, or the science behind the knowledge, or the theories, or the evidence.
Yeah.
And then you blend it with spirituality. And then,
I suppose this is the art of the syncretist at the end of the day. And, you know, I was saying in my bars there, I tread the path of a syncretist. Since Master Lee taught me the synthesis, now I feel, you know, so I talk about this a lot, and I think it's very important, because I remember when I first got into this stuff, right? If I heard, you know, 10, 15 years ago maybe, if I heard anyone quoting what was going on in the Bible, in the frame of reference I was in back then, I would automatically shut them off, because I was sort of like, okay, religion is a control system, because this is basic stage one stuff, you know. The Bible's a lie. I just seen Zeitgeist. So as soon as anyone started quoting the Bible, I'd sort of shut off. And the same with any organised religion. But now, in the last 2 or 3 years especially, I'm not just sympathetic. I'm actually much more sympathetic to listen to someone that has some sort of spiritual or supernatural faith, rather than someone that claims to be an atheist, per se, I guess.
yeah, because the thing is, so for instance, if you only, let's say you get into religion, but you only you get stuck in religion, you're not interested in any science, and we can't. I know that science has got a bad rap, especially over the last couple of years, but we can't throw science out completely. Science is very important. So let's say, for instance, you've got somebody who gets into religion, but they get stuck in religion. They totally ignore science. They totally ignore spirituality. Remember, religion and spirituality aren't the same things. And this often causes a problem with people. Actually, there's a lot of religious people who are completely not spiritual, and there has been an agenda, especially since probably 1875, to eradicate spirituality from religion. What you really want, and you want to be able to speak to, is somebody that has gone through, say, the religious stuff and seen the science and the spirituality in religion. Somebody who can see the religious aspects and the spirituality in science, and then somebody that can have some religious understanding, scientific knowledge, and spirituality all combined, which will give you the singularity, brings you back to the one. So you could actually, and this is the biggest, I would say, this is the single biggest misunderstanding of esoteric or the mystery schools. The mystery schools are actually there for people that have gone through religion, gone through the science, and they could be many different disciplines, and they reach a point where they're like, well, do you know what? I've been looking into stuff, and I've got all this knowledge, I've got all this understanding, but I don't know how to apply it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to use it to transform. I may know why I need to do it, and I may know what to do, but I just don't know how to do it. And that's where the you could say the more esoteric, the mystery schools, that's where that comes in. That they hold the final part of the triad, you could say.